front rail is good, the balance rail is good. Now we need to check that the back rail is fitting. And we do that with a long screwdriver or something else that will reach through the strings. And I'm looking at this point to go down through everything, if I can find a good place to do it, and land on cloth. And I can just barely get there with, there's the damper guide rail is in the way in that direction. And anyway, if I can get onto the cloth, okay, I've got a rail in the way. I'm now in front of the rail. You have to be careful to be a little bit to the back of the cloth of the back rail. If you're toward the front, the shape of a back rail often has a lip at the back of it, and the lip is fit to the key bed. If you're in front of that lip and tapping, it could be that the rail is such that it's close enough to tap and give you the impression that the back rail isn't fit, whereas in fact what you're doing is tilting it. So anyway, I can get a thump, but again, a light tap like that would produce a high-pitched tap back if it were not fitting. I've gone through the strings here. I'm going between whippings, between hammers, and if I go like that, I'm landing on cloth. And I feel, it's rubbing against the string a little bit as I do this, but if there were a space under the back rail, that would be giving a little tap-tap against the key bed. So my symptoms are good so far. The bass all checked out. Okay. One more. Uh-oh. We've got a problem with the very highest part of the back rail. Let me just make sure that I'm not misreading that, because I could be kind of far on the... Okay, there's an example. I am misreading it. I was touching down on the back rail cloth, but I was touching down on the front of the back rail cloth and hearing the back rail that is relieved, that has a space to the key bed, tapping against the key bed. Now if I go and sand the back of that back rail, based on the information that I just took, I would be creating a gap for myself that I would then have to recover from. So, something to be careful of. That seems to actually have a good fit. And I'm going to see if I can recreate this again. Because of where I was able to get through, going through this way, I've got a tap. That's a real live tap, but it's a false positive. No tap. So we're in business.